Hi friends, this is regarding an unpleasant diplomatic scene created by Chinese ambassador in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, a few days back. He has indeed bluntly threatened Bangladesh with reprisal if Bangladesh joins Quad. So, the reaction was bound to happen from Bangladesh sides. The Foreign Ministry of Bangladesh subsequently reacted very curtly rather. He rebuffed and snubbed the statement of Chinese ambassador. And he said this is unbecoming of an ambassador, unusual and diplomatic too. What the Chinese ambassador had said, I would like to quote him. Please listen carefully. He said, "We do not want Bangladesh to have any participation in any form with Quad." This is undiplomatic term. What he said was, we do not want. Means China do not want. And further he added that in case Bangladesh joins Quad, then the bilateral relationship between Bangladesh and China will be substantially damaged. Again repeat the term, substantially damaged. This is not a normal term. Then subsequently Bangladesh Foreign Ministry also made it clear that neither Bangladesh is interested with Quad to join, nor Quad has approached them to join it. So the statement made by Chinese ambassador was absolutely baseless. Anyway, China was aware of, not that China was unaware, China was aware of that Bangladesh is not going to join Quad. Bangladesh has only two purposes. First is the economic purpose, second is the connectivity. Bangladesh wants only trade relationship with the countries of Indo-Pacific zone, the countries like Southeast Asian countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, so many countries are there. And China was also aware of that recently India and Bangladesh had jointly inaugurated Maitri Setu for connectivity purpose. China was also aware that Japan has also joined in this connectivity program with India for Bangladesh. The entire fact was known to China. Then what was the purpose of China and Chinese ambassador? To warn Bangladesh, to caution Bangladesh. Purpose in fact was something different. कहीं पर निगाह है, कहीं पर निशाना. He wanted to make an assessment, the stand of Bangladesh in between the relationship between India and Bangladesh. Rather India and China. That was the purpose he wanted to make an assessment. Anyway, the Bangladesh further made it clear that Bangladesh is a sovereign country. This is fully entitled to make its own law and policy. Bangladesh is also non-aligned country, so there is no question of Bangladesh to join any alliance, whether military or non-military. The fact remains that one of contention is Quad. China says Quad is a military alliance. Quad says it is not at all military, it is only strategic partnership. China says it is only anti-China. Quad says not only anti-China, it is in the interest of entire country of the region, including even the country of Europe and Southeast Asia. China says that Quad is comprised of outsiders and the purpose is hegemonic act. Quad says there is no question of anyone is outsider. India is from the same region, the member of Quad. Japan is the member of Quad from the same region, and also Australia. As regards America is concerned, America has been involved in the region for decades for many strategic purposes. So there is no question of any outsider, nor a question of hegemonic act. This is what they made it clear. And as regards the objective of Quad is concerned, it's a very broad objective. Because recently Quad has discussed about COVID-19 problem worldwide, vaccine problem, technology problem, then maritime security problem, then sea routes safety. It is a broad objective, not what exactly is what China is branded it. Anyway, if China is so upset, then corrective measures should be taken by China itself. Nobody else is responsible. China has been following coercive approach, coercive policy against all its neighbors. China had come, last time China had come to Doklam to acquire the area of Bhutan. And at the last moment, then India confronted it and China had to go back. Same China repeated after a few months or after a few years in Ladakh. He came down to Ladakh along with 70,000 of military force. Initially, they were interested to go for disengagement, but still they are there. They are stuck there. This is the basic characteristics of China. So instead of blaming others, China should go for its own corrective measures. And moreover, that if at all China is interested, China should stop illegal act in South China Sea and East China Sea. This is international waterways. This is not a private property of any country. China can do it itself. Then there is no question of any pressure on China from any sides. Even if Quad is a military alliance, it can. Why China is worried for it? China can also make it another military alliance. Even if Bangladesh wants to join Quad, this is the freedom of Bangladesh to do it. Why Chinese are worried? Why China is poking nose into the affairs of Quad or into the affairs of Bangladesh? Though Bangladesh is not interested, this is the fact. But China should respect international law, respect the laws of the world, if at all China wants. In this regard, I would like to quote John Adams, an American statesman, who said that if any country is willing to conquer the whole world, that country can apply two instruments. First is the money, and second is the missiles, military missiles. As regards China is concerned, China has been applying the instrument of money, the money lending, the debt trap, what you call it, debt diplomacy, against a few countries like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and a few countries of Central Asia, and last one is the Laos. And everywhere China has succeeded in acquiring the part of their territorial sovereignty in lieu of money. As regards muscle is concerned, China is well known to use coercive methods, muscles, against almost all its neighbors, including India. Apart from these two instruments, China also is applying three more instruments. One of them is diplomacy, that China has applied in Nepal, succeeded also initially by organizing a communist government, but finally government is toppled down. So is the failure. Now, another instrument of foreign policy China had applied is expansionism, illegally acquiring others' territory. That China has done it. And finally, China has applied last instrument, that is known as investment and military supply. This is what China has applied against Bangladesh. China has unprecedentedly invested as many as $40 billion. This is a huge amount China has done it. Plus, China is the biggest military supplier of Bangladesh, where China has supplied submarines, big arms, the missiles, the warships, the air fighters, many more things. The question arises, why China is so meherwan to Bangladesh? Why is making so huge investment in Bangladesh? Perhaps China has two things into mind, two objectives. First is the economic objectives, that Bangladesh is the territory of 160 million people. The 160 million people is proportionate to the market of consumer goods, what China has kept into mind to sell it off over there in Bangladesh. That is why that China has excused almost 90% of tariffs on the goods what is circulated and coming down from China to Bangladesh. China is also almost, as regards bilateral trade is concerned, almost 11 to 12 billions every year China is doing it with Bangladesh. So this is about the economic objective. Second objective is very important, that is strategic objectives. China is keeping into mind, if China succeeds by taking Bangladesh confidence, then military force of Bangladesh, China can come down to Bangladesh through Indian Ocean and through Bay of Bengal to Bangladesh. From there, China can acquire two objectives. First is the Siliguri corridor, the door of India towards northeast region. China would like to capture almost 22-25 kilometers length of this corridor, what is known as Chicken Neck, and to block India to reach out towards northeast region. Second, China perhaps has kept into mind that China has been encircling India from outside. Now, in case China come down to Bangladesh, China can hit India from inside. These are the objectives of China keeping into mind. Whatever it is, China is mistaking one thing, that China is misreading Bangladesh, underestimating Bangladesh. Bangladesh indeed is the nation of Mukti Bahini, the heroes. Lakhs of them sacrificed their life, but finally snatch away national independence from the despotic grip of Pakistani military force. This is what the Bangladesh is. And subsequently Bangladesh also proved as a pacemaker that Bangladesh could acquire economic miracle. These are one of the greatest achievement the nation has seen so far in the world, rather worldwide. Finally, why President of China is putting hands here and there disparately? Reason is that he is completing his second tenure as a president of China. Now, party has to decide who would be the next president within a couple of years. And the present president like to be a third time president of China. And his work definitely would be assessed. What Chinese president will show as an achievement? Whatever project he had taken in his hands, almost all the projects is a total failure and fizzled out. Chinese president major project is Belt and Road is not succeeding ahead. The economic corridor in Pakistan almost dumped since last 1.5 years. And that here and there China has been making the hegemonic coercive action that also has no result. So this is the reason that Chinese president is desperately trying everywhere. And the last attempt China is making perhaps in Bangladesh. So that's why I said that China is mistaking and misreading Bangladesh. China is not known to the facts of Bangladesh. Had they come to know what exactly is Bangladesh, then perhaps Chinese ambassador might have not attempted to warn Bangladesh, to thunder Bangladesh, and perhaps this would be a lesson for China also and Chinese ambassador also. This is what the end of my topic. Thank you so much to every one of you.